together, one of them is in fact in kind of a social imaginary way. Now, for the subjective character in a narrative, that might not be the case. If you are indigenous in Spanish in Mexico, the implication is that the Spanish part is good and the indigenous part is not. That's the way society in Mexico sees it. Now, for the subject, for the character, that might not be the case. The indigenous might be very valuable. But there's this implied hierarchy. Also, hybridity in the third space and so on are good for thinking about systems and grand type of categories. Not so good for talking about individuals. And in the study of literature, really good characters. I think Ashcroft, Griffins, and Tippin put it quite well. The concept of hybridity emphasizes a typical 20th century concern with relations within a field rather than with an analysis of discrete objects, seeing meaning as the produce of such relations rather than as intrinsic to specific events or objects. This is Gloria Anzaldúa. Now, Mignolo wrote that Anzaldúa's great theoretical contribution is to create a space in between from where to think rather than a hyperspace to talk about. It's not an object to be analyzed, but it's a place where you can think. However, raise your hand if you've read Gloria Anzaldúa. Yeah, difficult. For me, I was like, so okay, Anzaldúa writes that Nepantla is being at home on the bridge that represents constant transition, the most unsafe place of all spaces. Se refiere a un lugar, no lugar. It refers to a place, no place. You see what I'm like, what? It's a connective tissue, the bridge between compartments, the bridge between the material and the immaterial, the point of contact, el lugar, the place between ordinary and spirit realities. Is this place, space where realities interact and imaginative shifts happen. So this is pretty abstract, it's metaphorical. Like, what does this actually mean? So the work of my dissertation was to try to take this kind of metaphorical abstract language and try to map it out in a way that made more sense to me. And then be able to apply it to narratives. How do you construct that in narratives? And now what I came to the conclusion is that Nepantla is representing not this category and that category being combined, but rather aspects of a multitude of categories. So not the category itself, but aspects of various categories. So you are not this and that, but you are aspects of this and aspects of that, and not aspects of that, of another thing, or partially this, partially that. And it's a piecemeal process of picking and choosing. The categories themselves aren't quite operational, and hence you cannot put them into a hierarchy because they